Hello, good morning, students. Today I am thinking of starting the chapter triangles. I have decided to start the chapter triangles. And first of all, let us just think about the objects all around us. All around us, there are so many objects. Every object will have some shape or the other. And they will have some different shapes also. There are objects which are having different shapes. There are objects which are having same shape. There are objects which have same shape and same size also. There are all around us we see such objects which are having, some of them are having the same shape but different size they will have. So like this, what is the thing, what we need in this chapter is, I am going to tell now. And this chapter triangles will help us, will help. By now it has helped in so many ways to find the height of the mountains, to find the distance of far off objects, and it has helped to find the width of a river. See, these all it needs the knowledge of triangle chapter. So what is this triangles chapter? You might have heard what is a triangle and all, you know, huh? You know. But there are lots of things to be studied in of triangles. That is the main thing in our geometry now. I have just introduced something that there are objects all around us. They have same shape, they have different shape, they have same shape and same size, and some of them are having same shape but different size. All such objects we see. But now we are going to come to our point in geometry, which is very very important, about triangles. It is also some relationship is there now of triangles having same shape and same size, or same shape but different size. We are going to study about mainly about now the triangles in this chapter. Okay, children. So I have just given you a small introduction of this triangle chapter and how it is useful to us. Okay. Now next is what you know. I want you to keep the textbooks in front of you now. You have to go and bring the textbook. When you open this video, you have to bring the textbook, because I need the textbook. There are some figures there which you need. You will understand by seeing the figures very clearly. You will understand the fundamentals of this chapter only when you see the figures, and those figures are given in our textbook very neatly and very understanding. You can understand very easily. Okay, children. So please bring your textbook when you open this video, and when you continue it, you should have the textbook. How I am using the textbook, you can just see now. I will show you in the textbook some figures and all. You will see there some figures, and of course whatever I told little now, it is there. I'll just underline, in the textbook I am going to underline, because it will help you to write some points of this chapter. You only have to write, and I will just make you underline. If you have the textbook before you, what I am underlining here, you must also underline there. And main things I am just going to read here, because there are lots of examples which has to be told. Okay. So children, I hope by this time you might have brought the textbook, and see introduction. I am not going to read everything. I'll read in the middle there. See, in the first para there, recall that two figures are said to be congruent. Now you have heard about this word congruent. Congruency of triangles, you have heard there. So what is the meaning of congruent? See, there are so many objects around us which are congruent. What is the meaning of it? That is, the meaning is they are having same shape, same size also. If they have same shape and same size, then they are called as congruent. But let us come to our triangles in our geometry. Okay, in geometry you have learnt about this in 9th standard. Congruent triangles. So what is the meaning of congruent triangles? We shall just try to remember now. So congruent triangles means two triangles which are equal in all respects, in all the measurements. See, any triangle will have 6 measurements, 3 sides, 3 angles it will have. So the sides and angles of one triangle should be equal to the sides and angles of another triangle. Both those triangles must be should be of the same shape and same size. That means, that is the meaning. So inner meaning is what? Their sides and angles will be equal. In that case, these two will be called as congruent. And one more thing, what happens is, if you keep these two triangles one above the other, they will coincide. They will look as if it is two triangles lying on one upon the other, but we feel that it is only one triangle. So such two triangles, we call them as congruent triangles. So congruent triangles means the measurements of one triangle, 3 sides and 3 angles, must be equal to the 3 sides and 3 angles of the other triangle. But which sides, which angles, there is a word there, corresponding. Corresponding sides and corresponding angles must be equal. Okay. Now I just want to stop this and then continue it.